брат! Спасибо, брат, вам за отличное учение!
What's up, dudes? Realize, my bad. No, hold on. Let me come on camera and look at you. Let me look at you. Get rid of that. Huh? Oh, we got rid of that. Oh, alright. And then we go to display capture. Okay. Now, what the fuck happened here? Uh-oh. That was weird. Oh. Blaine's here. Okay, whatever. It's working. No. When we're in chat, you and I are talking, yeah. But I'm trying to keep a certain internet profile. I know my name's gonna get out there, but I'm not gonna spend any more time on that. And this is something that I also promised. Wait. There we go. There you go. There you go, bud. All right. So yeah, the music was by Ravenous Bean. Which track was that? Hold on. That was Field Stained Red. I like that one. I like that reminds me of like Sabaton-esque, because I like, when I think of metal, I think of like war and stuff like that, like especially 1918. And I saw your cat's name is, if I'm pronouncing it right, Amien. We'll see. But what was I gonna say? No, your kitty cat's really sweet. If you want to see his cat, go to the Discord. There's an animals page. Alright. So, I don't really have a plan. I just happened to jump on. So, because I was bullshitting with some PragerU dorks. Of course, like, PragerU posts come into my chat and stuff all the time. Why doesn't this... Oh, that's why. That might be why. What the fuck, dude? Bullshitting with some PragerU dorks. My bad. Alright. So anyway, I was BSing with them in my comments, and this dude sent me something. We're gonna live respond to this jackamole, because I'm really sick and fucking tired of these goddamn anti-mask people. We're still in the pandemic. I'm vaccinated. If you're not and you can get vaccinated, you should go get vaccinated. And if you're worried about it, go to your doctor and get the information that you need so that you can get vaccinated. PragerU do. Oh yeah, Sabaton's great. Like Dog do, yeah. Oh man, Dog do is. What's up, Big C? Dog do is smelly stuff. It's the worst to pick up, especially when ugh. Anyway. Let me see. So, long story short, I don't know what this was. Oh, a day ago. That's why I don't know. PragerU is posting this shit, and PragerU does this all the time. They suck their own dick like it is going out of style. Seriously, they have PragerU posts that are just Twitter screenshots from the PragerU Twitter. And it's just like, why wouldn't you just... You're not saying any, like, you're not saying anything profound. You're literally just, like, sucking your own dick here, PragerU. And what they're always asking is something just absolutely ridiculous and easily just taken apart. What is the real purpose of all the doom and gloom of climate predictions? And I'll show you what I said, because it's probably the best response I could give. It's about transferring more and more power to the government at every level. No. At first I thought that said at energy level. No, that's not what it says. At every level. No. Actually, it's because the planet is dying and conservatives don't care because they're scientifically illiterate and love licking oil company boot. I don't think I'm wrong on that one. Feel free to respond. But I wanted to see what this guy said. Because a lot of these things really don't make any sense, and it's weird that sometimes you can like get some that they seem like, it seems like you're talking to or you're looking at the hold on, you're looking at the computer screen in, say, Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, and it's in one of the vaults that failed, that's all irradiated, and all the people you can see the digression. You'll see, like, these people respond in that way, and a lot of it doesn't make sense. So you have to question whether or not they're, like, mentally, all there, or, excuse me, or if maybe it's just a language barrier. I don't know. PragerU is the best reason for late-term abortion. Absolutely. I got a proposal for mandatory palm oil abortions, but that's something for another day, maybe. So that's a pit we would have to dig out of. You dig? So what does GS say? my whole thing is like, don't go and like harass these people. I'm gonna say that straight up. Like I talk shit, but let me do me. You do you. Say whatever you want, but not on my behalf. You dig? And I wouldn't do the same to you. Not cool. Nobody was going to die the past year. What a piece of shit. But suddenly all the death categories declined sharply, while deaths attributed to COVID-19 instantaneously skyrocket. Dr. Fauci instructed those tests to fail. Hospitals were incentivized to diagnose people with COVID-19. Get it? No, I don't get what the fuck you're getting at. Dr. Fauci doesn't have control of all of the hospitals in the entire country, you dumb fuck. And when you say nobody was going to die the past year, what the fuck does that even mean? Where do I even start with that? How do I dissect that? But suddenly all other death categories declined sharply. Yeah, because COVID was the big thing that was killing people, and that's what a lot of people, what we were looking at. And people who already had pre-existing conditions were the people that were dying. If you were in the hospital and you had, say, a broken leg, but you're susceptible to infection, you could die from COVID. And it would be attributed to COVID. That would be the death. It wouldn't be to your broken leg or to, or anything else. It would be to fucking dying from COVID. And when you say hospitals were, I don't know why you typed it twice. Hospitals were incentivized to diagnose people as COVID-19. Okay, well, what were they incentivized with? Money? Maybe we shouldn't make healthcare so, profitable. Maybe there shouldn't be some kind of profit incentive in treating people when they get sick. So you're basically just, accidentally left wing here because, if that's the case you're making, all right, well, then maybe there shouldn't be, a monetary incentive to diagnose anybody with anything or to give out any drugs. There you go. Too fucking easy, man. I answered you on camera. Now you can go to my fucking channel and next time you reply to me and look at how easily I dismantled your arguments. He doesn't have control of any of them. Yeah. He can give directives. Alright? There can be directives and there's laws and, there are certain things like Dr. Fauci could maybe possibly do, but it's not going to be every single hospital everywhere, and it's not going to be like a mandatory thing. That would come from like the CDC or the WHO and shit. That would be way out of Dr. Fauci's fucking control. And Dr. Fauci is the leading leading virologist or infectious disease scientist in the entire country. So I think it's a pretty good idea to listen to that guy when he says, well, you could get infected if you don't wear a mask, and put on your goddamn mask. Do that. If you'd like to buy a mask, go down below. Anyway, yeah, let's go back. I don't know why I jolt around so much. Has anybody watched the Gravel Institute? Like, I've watched a couple, or I watched, I think, one of them on what was it? Secular Talk, I think, was promoting it, and I watched it. I was like, because it is H. John Benjamin, who does a myriad of voices. I originally knew him as like Coach McGurk in home movies, and the cost of car death is a lot different than a COVID death. That's why the cost is higher for the hospital. Yeah. Right. So like if I get into an accident, let's see. I get into a car accident and my car rolls and my like both of my bones in the leg, like all the bones in my legs are shattered and like sticking out and everything. they're going to do everything they can to treat me as long as I'm alive, and then I could just die from that, and it would cost them a shitload more money than just being like, oh, they died from COVID. You watch their videos sometimes, and like, by the time you get to the point of like getting in the hospital with COVID, you're not going to be there very long. I'm just saying, it's probably not a good fucking idea to try and risk it. Yeah, he does Bob from Bob's Burgers. He does, he's Archer, from Archer. Who else does he do? He does a bunch of different characters. He does different voices. I think he did Brendan. No, I think Brendan Small actually voiced Brendan Small in home movies. I'm trying to think of. It's been so long since I've watched Adult Swim or anything like that. But he's got a really good voice. He's got that really like mundane, monotone voice, but he can also scream it out. And that's kind of what Bob's Burgers is. If anybody's not watched that, like they do like it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't think I could ever binge watch something like that. Let's check out if let's find out if communism is moral. You guys want to find out if communism is moral? He's also the most famous voice of Darth Vader. I was about to say. I thought you were talking about like a like a Seth MacFarlane thing. I was like, no kidding. I was like, is that did they do a Darth Vader with H. John Benjamin? That would be really cool, because I know celebrities do, you know, cheesy shit like that. They'll put out their videos on their, you know, million subscriber YouTube channels, that, you know, instant million subscriber channels, and that would be hilarious for him to do the lines of Darth Vader and like dub it over. Let's go to his Twitter and say that. Fuck it. Bob's Burgers is the modern day version of King of the Hill. Well, not really, because like King of the Hill, you know, I'm your father. King of the Hill was like less silly, I think, a lot less silly. It had a lot of more messaging, I would say, and it was like it was a play on conservatism, basically, or conservatives in Texas, and it's just kind of like poking fun at how that is, but it's always it's still a really good fucking show. Let me see. Oh wait, we're gonna tweet at H. No, I don't want to sign into Twitter. Never mind. We won't do that. You guys tweet to H. John Benjamin and tell him to dub over Darth Vader. Let's see how destructive communism is. If it's the Chinese lady, I'm gonna lose my mind, because she comes into my into the ads all the time, and it's usually when I can't like skip the ad, so I have to listen to it or take my headphones off. I'm pretty sure that's who it's gonna be. Oh man.
Motives are much less important than behavior. We all know this. If someone has good intentions but treats people badly, those good intentions...
Well, it's the farthest thing from an old Chinese lady that I could imagine, but it's still pretty horrible what is going to come out of this individual's muddled craw. Dang it, Security Marlin. That boy ain't right. Yeah, man. Dennis Prager ain't right. Well, so to speak.
Mean nothing. As it is with individuals, so it is with governments. Capitalism might sound less noble than communism. The individual pursues success to the best of his abilities. That's capitalism. Versus everyone shares everything equally. That's communism. But it is capitalism that has produced freedom. and it alone has lifted millions from poverty, while communism
What the fuck
has
happened
kept
here?
millions impoverished.
Okay. I don't know what the hell happened there. So, Dennis Prager is kind of correct here in saying that, yeah, capitalism, and with the individual pursues success to the best of his abilities, right? His or her abilities, or their abilities. Excuse me. And communism, everyone shares everything. Basically, yeah. And that's how you boil them down and put them on paper. This is not how capitalism currently works. We're at end stage capitalism, and the deeper we get into it, the less of an ability an individual has to pursue a better life for himself and his progeny. And we're seeing that as 50% of the population is like living paycheck to paycheck, and only a few people actually own all of the wealth. So this is not the reality of the situation, Dennis. And nor is this the reality of communism, basically. I don't know of a actual communist country. Because basically, capitalism does essentially reign supreme. If you have a communist country, those don't essentially exist. And what they're trying to do here is conflate communism with any kind of leftism, any kind of progressive economics or progressive school of thought, because they want to demonize it, because they know that their audience just gets triggered as shit as soon as they mention communism. Oh, the commies are coming for you. You still got Uncle Jim with his fucking his Vietnam hat on, talking about Charlie in the trees, watching PragerU now on his iPhone 4. Like, oh, they're right. Communism ain't never coming to America. Yeah. It's probably not. It's more than likely not going to. It'll come to America when we get, fully become like a global society. That's when it'll come. Capitalism is not a governmental form. Did he say that? Or did I say that? Soulless animation. Yeah. Soulless animation, a lot of these PragerU vids. Yeah. It's, that is kind of weird. I don't think I really, noticed, like, the soullessness of the animation. And I don't know. I don't know.
Everything equally. That's communism.
Okay.
But it is capitalism that has produced freedom, and it alone has lifted millions from poverty, while communism has kept millions impoverished and, without exception, crushed freedom.
I'm sorry, but both of those have done both of those. And that's true. Capitalism produced freedom, and it alone, no, not it alone, has lifted millions out of poverty, and it's also put millions of people into poverty. Hence, well, let's take a... Yeah, iPhone 4. Let's just take a quick mental note of our horrendous healthcare system. We have privatized and made a profit incentive for healthcare. So if we're going to do that, then yeah, what's going to happen is eventually it's going to get too expensive for too many people, and too many people are going to either die from not getting the healthcare that they need, which happens all the time, or they're going to go into bankruptcy, which only happens in America. And that's one of the ills. That's one of the main ills of capitalism. It doesn't just lift people out of poverty. Yes, it gives you the opportunity to lift yourself out of poverty, or to give yourself a good life, or give you and your family a good life. But it also has the potential to absolutely crush you and everything around you. Communism can do the absolute same way. Okay, well, hey, you're a subsistence farmer. Well, we're sharing all of the food. So we're going to take all of your food, and then you're just going to get a stamp, and you got to go into town and get it. And it's like, well, no, I need all of that specific food because I've been living here for, 10 generations, so you need to give me that. No, we're not going to do that. No. These are the end stages of these two things, and we need to bring it back to a happy little medium here in which we can have a capitalist economy that doesn't just crush people under it. Okay? We don't need slave wages. We don't need people to be on the street while making, while working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. That doesn't need to happen. These people just want it to happen. They want to see that. Capitalism caused slavery. Capitalism caused wage slavery. Capitalism created the prison industrial complex. Try again, Dennis. Yeah, prison industrial complex is another one. How does that produce freedom? That incentivizes basically slavery, which is the ultimate, lack of freedom. You are no longer free at all when you are a slave. And the 14th Amendment, right? Is it the 14th Amendment? It's the 14th Amendment that abolishes slavery. Unless you're incarcerated, you can still be basically used as labor. I drove past a prison crew, which is 2 guys from the sheriff's office, picking up trash on the highway. Excuse me. But down, I think it was in Georgia or Florida, one of the southern states, the workers went on strike the garbage collectors went on strike, and they wanted better wages and protective equipment so that because they were handling all of the garbage during COVID, like at the height of the pandemic. So they're like, hey, we want better, incentive to actually work. And you know what they did? They just brought in a bunch of prisoners and made them do it. So if you want to say capitalism produces freedom, no, it definitely doesn't, especially when you have systems in place that incentivize like profit for slavery. Dennis. Capitalism, form of trade. Communist is a government state. Okay. We are very much a socialist government and have been for 100 years. Just bad at it. I was told that's just the society we live in. You just got to get used to it. That's some weapons grade fucking bullshit. Which is the exact same thing you should say too when somebody says, well, if you don't like this country, why don't you leave? Fuck you. This is my country. Not only is this my country, I fought for this country, so I want to change it. I want to make it better for me and everybody else. If you can't handle that, well then fuck off, because I'm going to make it better. Eat shit. That's what they want. That is exactly what they want. That's what these greedy, like the greedy fucks at the top, that's what they want. They want you to be like, oh, it's just the way it is. Because that is kind of the way it is, but we have the opportunity to change it, and we just have to make the right ripples in the water. What is it? Okay. Big C. We're very much a socialist government. We have been for 100 years. We're just bad at it. Yeah. We are definitely, we definitely, our government definitely, gives out a lot of, money to places that it really doesn't fucking need to go. And then there are crumbs for the rest of us. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. That 0.01% is a real pain in the fucking tuchus.
Freedom. Capitalism, for all its imperfections, enables a decent society. Communism, whatever its stated intentions, leads to evil, yet increase.
Wow. That is just, you just like basically literally just demonized communism, and it's just like, okay, how does it just lead to evil? I mean, I don't have to really explain. I just went over that whole thing.
Increasingly, people either ignore or deny the evil of this ideology,
No.
which within a period of only 60 years created modern totalitarianism and deprived more people of human rights and tortured and killed more people than any ideology in history.
Oh, hey, Dennis. You want to talk about the military-industrial complex? I was part of that. And you know what? Honestly, if I had to, or straight up, if there was a war, like a legitimate war, and I had to, fuck yeah, I'd go and fight. That'd be sweet. But if I could or had to join the military again, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it, because it's a job to me, and I know I could do a job like public affairs where I'm not doing anything malicious. I'm literally that is some of the most objective journalism, because all you do is shoot this story and then put the facts out there. It's very, very basic. I'm sorry, my throat is dry. I got other beers here. That brings up another point. When conservatives are super patriotic and say they love America, what do they love? They pretty much hate a lot. They hate a lot of things. That's true. Example: leftists, LGBT, migrants, etc., etc. Thank you for your service. I served for 6 years and have 5 frontline deployments. I'm gonna say is what you meant. It says deliments. Unless you're talking about like you were in the Air Force and you're like, it's kind of a deployment. But yeah, I appreciate your service too, man. What I think you and I talked about that before. I feel like we did, but then again, I don't know. I've met a few veterans, or discovered a few people are veterans in the last like few days. So I don't know. I guess they love the big swinging dick of the military-industrial complex. Yeah, they do. And that's basically what he's ignoring here is the human rights abuses that military-industrial complex, which is driven by capitalism, has just spread all over the world. The amount of people who were tortured through the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan and in Syria and all over the place. I mean, we have shadow wars going on in Africa. Nobody ever questioned why were those special forces soldiers there in Niger? Why were they there? Nobody asked that question. I don't think we ever got an answer. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I had a heater on, so maybe that's what it is. Conservatives love American mythology. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. They love the facade of hard work and a strong will that covers our roots of exploitation and misery. Yeah, that's 100% true. You can't look back at American history without looking back at the bad things that have been done by not only the U.S. government, but in the name of the U.S. government, or in the name of white people, or even black people, or in the name of fucking, I don't even know. Really, the land belongs to the natives, so we should give it back. But that ain't happening. I don't think anytime soon. I'm not going to set my watch by it. But if we don't look back at all of those evils that we have done as a society, as a country, then how do we learn to be better in the future? And these are the people of like personal responsibility and like collectivism and patriotism, and we should all be together and like, oh yeah, let's have our country and be all together in this. But they don't actually want to do anything to move us fucking forward. So let me see. What was I looking over there?
History. How can we explain this? There are two ways. One is ignorance. People just don't know the truth about communism. The second
I think it's more that your audience just doesn't know the truth about capitalism. They know plenty about what you've told them about communism. They know plenty about communism itself through their through their experiences even. But I don't think you've ever shown any of the ills of capitalism in any way. So how would your audience even know? You can't just be this black and white with subjects like this, because this isn't a black and white subject. There's obviously a whole lot more detail that goes into it, a whole lot of history that goes into it. And even like listening to Simon Whistler talk about the Russian Revolution, I probably know more than half of his fucking audience about that shit. I'm sorry, I keep coughing.
Second is willful blindness. People know the truth, but choose to ignore it because the truth about communism's horrors is too painful to confront.
The fuck are you talking about? You are the guy. You always put it out there. That's all you guys talk about is the ills of communism. And it's not like nobody accepts that. It's just like, okay, well, let's talk about the ills of capitalism. What do you mean? So you're a Stalinist now? So you want to go, what's up, Mao? It's like, no, like, fuck off. Let's have a discussion about how these two systems actually function in the contemporary, instead of your delusions of, apparently Vietnam is what they're going for here. And they want to go back. They want to stay back in like the 50s, but also back in the 50s was a lot of horrible shit, like civil rights abuses and human rights abuses and the military-industrial complex. I think it was Dwight D. Eisenhower who was like, beware of this military-industrial complex that will destroy the entire world for money or something like that. I don't know the exact quote. Dennis calling anyone else ignorant is fucking hilarious. Yeah, no shit. He's willfully ignorant, honestly. He tries to be, and I'll get into that. Never mind, I'll get into that in a second. When Trump hugs a flag that he wouldn't defend, he shows how simple-minded his followers are. Yeah. Dude, he is such a fucking piece of shit. His little bone spurs. Aww. And I had friends of mine that are veterans that defended the shit out of him. They were like, yeah, well, he had his, he got deferred. You don't even know what you're talking about. And it's like, dude, if you and I went through basic with that same dude, or went through MEPS with that same dude, you and I would be like, wow, what a fucking pussy. His daddy got him a fucking doctor's note, and now you're defending him because you're in a goddamn cult. Like, fuck you. How easily brainwashed is your dumb ass? I think Dennis legit buys into America's hype. Yeah, because it makes him a shitload of money, probably. I mean, I think, the same thing goes kind of with, evangelicals. Eventually, I think they really truly start to believe their own bullshit, because the only way to effectively lie about something, or lie to get a message across, is to actually believe it in your mind yourself, whether or not you truly believe it, but to convince yourself enough that you believe the lie, that it actually happened or is actually a thing, that you can convince other people that yes, this is actually what's going on, without having to show them any evidence. So that's what a lot of these fucking people do. And I'm not saying that it's just on the right. It's obviously going to be on the left. I'm not gonna generalize so much and say, oh, it's every single person on the right. No, but it's this PragerU straight up school of thought that, you know, pervades every sector of fucking everything, and it's the loudest people that spew the dumbest bullshit from PragerU. And I don't know.
Given the sad state of our educational system, we can assume...
Okay. Here's what I want you guys to listen to. Just listen for like 15 seconds or so.
Given the sad state of our educational system, we can assume most people fall into the first category. They just don't know. So let me offer some facts. But before I do, I need to address another question. Why is it important that everyone know what communism did? Here are 3 reasons. First, we have a moral obligation to the victims of communism not to forget them, just as Americans have a moral...
Real quick, I actually have to make a very important phone call. I'm totally sorry. I'm going to put on a little bit of Rav's music. You know, I should be only gone for like 30 seconds. I will be right back. I'm super sorry. Where am I at?
Oye, 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 pueblo valiente, la voz de la verdad que traen los compañeros, luchadores de la libertad. Oye, 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 pueblo valiente, la voz de la verdad que traen los compañeros, luchadores de la libertad. La mentira será aplastada junto con los mentirosos que engañan a los poderosos. Y ahí viene la muchachada. La mentira será aplastada junto con los mentirosos que engañan a los poderosos. Y ahí viene la muchachada. Y ahí viene la muchachada. Y ahí viene la...
Ooh, sorry. Long story short, I think it was the VA calling me about a wellness check after my vaccine, because I got the Johnson & Johnson. So I'm right back. No worries about that. Update time. Oh yeah, remind me later. Thanks, Nord. Get the fuck out of here. So let's go through this exercise again real quick. Just listen to him for just a few seconds.
Obligation to remember the victims of slavery, we have the same obligation to the billion victims of communism, especially the 100 million who were murdered.
Did he say 100 billion who were murdered?
Victims of communism, especially the 100 million who were murdered. Second, the best way to prevent an evil from reoccurring is to confront it in all its horror. The fact that many people today, especially young people, mention communism as a viable option for modern society.
You are going to find this exact same cadence in almost every single one of their videos. And it is one of the most condescending, unapproachable, unlistenable, unlisten-to-able tones of voice that anyone could use for an argument against someone who's competent enough to know essentially where they stand on basically any subject. All this is just an old dude being real condescending to what he perceives as young people that just don't know a goddamn thing about the world, when the reality is we're far more connected than your ass was when the only phone in town was at your fucking great grandma's house or some shit. You don't understand that I could easily learn a whole hell of a lot about someone else almost instantaneously, and that means I could go to an entirely diverse group of people: young, old, black, white, trans, cis, pansexual, gay, bi. It doesn't fucking matter. I can meet all of those people and get a very diverse sense of what the hell is going on and what people actually need in our society, and that's where our views start to change. if you start to listen to different viewpoints, you get that change. But if you're constantly just, no, just putting everything down, like, look, I know what's good for you. No, you fucking don't. No, you don't. You don't know what's good for trans people, Dennis. You really don't know what's good for trans people. You don't know what's good for anybody except rich, white, trust fund dipshits like yourself. Okay? Let's see. Prager gives me an answer. Morals are subjective. Laws are objective. Yes. These motherfuckers really need to understand that morality is always subjective. Even if you have 100 billion people on the planet and all except one of them says murder is wrong, all it takes is for one person to be like, nah, I want to kill people, and just start like stabbing away, and that completely, that's it. It's subjective. Regardless, there has been a different subject that has taken a different position. So morality is never objective. Prager is what a toad would look. Prager is what a toad would look and sound like if it were from hell. God, that I would. I'm just imagining like a tiny little hell toad, like, oh, it's like, it's made of lava. It's go me. Does things like that. But then it's got those shitty Dennis Prager glasses, and it spouts off a bunch of racist bullshit. Did you know that BLM has caused more damage in 1 year than... Shut the fuck up, Dennis. His voice is punch. Yeah. I don't think anybody has a more punchable voice than Dennis Prager.
Proves they don't know communism's moral record. Therefore, they do not properly fear communism, which means this evil could happen again. And why could it happen?
Dennis. Okay, buddy. Let me talk to you like your pops talk to you. I got a beer in my hand. I got a clenched fist on the other side, ready to fucking sock you or your mom, whoever comes closer. All right, talk to me, Dennis. All right, Dennis. You don't always have to live in fear, Dennis. Okay? I might be sending a few mixed signals here, but you don't always have to live in fear. But seriously, you don't... this is a lot of conservative thought, is you have to live in fear, and it comes from the fear of hell, the fear of retribution, the fear of eternal punishment. You don't have to fear everything. Conservatives are so fucking scared of everything. It's so fucking weird. Like, just look at the evidence for a second and you'll be like, oh yeah, information comes out like that. Okay? Get the information, process it for a little bit, be like, okay, well, this is what I heard. Go to someone, tell them what you heard, and they'll give you a different perspective. It's all about that perspective thing. So if you don't fear other people, because of maybe the color of their skin there, Dennis, you can get a different perspective on the things that are going on in the world, because maybe they're getting information from a source that you know nothing about. And maybe you can call them on a bullshit source. Like, if somebody came to me and they're like, well, I was watching this PragerU video, I would maybe just, turn my back to them. I don't know. I would still engage, but I'd be like, well, why would you say that? Because this conversation's going to end badly for you. I think. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Champ. I'm not saying I'm like a goddamn Noam Chomsky or anything. I don't want anybody to get the impression that I'm trying to super inflate myself or whatnot. But yeah, you get the gist. Oh, fix me a pot pie, woman. Oh shit. She came too close. Oh, ooh, damn, dude. That pot pie better be warm, nice and piping hot. was a little violent. I might not know my own strength because that kind of hurt my hand.
And again, that brings us to reason number 3. The leaders
Damn,
of
we're only on
communist regimes
3?
and the vast number of people who helped those leaders torture, enslave, and murder were nearly all normal people. Of course, some were...
Yeah, that's exactly what happens today. I'm a normal dude, and I literally just said I would go and join the military. And I would fight and, like, kill people if I had to. If I absolutely had to go and join the military and, fight in World War III because the Chinese are invading or something, then yeah, I would go do that. But that doesn't mean I want to, like, go and, invade the Chinese. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a force of evil. Lizard Chomsky. Chomp. I need some emotes with the chomp. Give me some chomp. Chomps in the chat. There we go. Blaine Hoover, you made it. Chomps in the chat. Can I get some chomps? You gotta come on my show one day. Fuck yeah, dude. I don't see why not. Give me a go to the Discord and hit the link, invite or whatever, and hit me up. Just send me a message, send me a PM or whatever I'm trying to say when I'm out of breath. But yeah, send me a PM in the Discord, and we'll get together. We'll do something cool. Let's see a little bit more of what he has to say, and then we'll go on to right wing cope. I'm gonna go use the latrine real quick.
Europe, 1 million. Ethiopia, 1.5 million. North Korea, 2 million. Cambodia, 2 million. The Soviet Union, 20 million. China, 65 million. And the numbers are conservative. And of course, these numbers do not describe the suffering endured by hundreds of millions of people who were not murdered. The systematic stripping people of their right to speak freely, to worship freely, to start a business, or even to travel without party permission. No non-communist judiciary or media. The poverty of nearly all communist countries, the imprisonment of vast numbers of people, and of course, the trauma suffered by the hundreds of millions of friends and relatives of the murder.
He's pretty much specifically talking about, like, China and the Soviet Union. Basically, sorry, it's been really cold in the my neck of the woods lately, so I gotta like keep the heat on, and I can't use propane because I'm low. So, but anyway, so I gotta keep the heater on. If it's too loud, I'll turn it off. I had a blanket somewhere. I'll be alright. Anyway, so what he's saying is he threw out some pretty high numbers there, and those were some fairly staggering numbers. Okay, I'll be alright. My bad. Anyway, so he was throwing out some pretty staggering numbers, and if you want to attribute anything to capitalism, like I instantly thought of like the number of deaths that was on the TV constantly when I was growing up was 400,000 people die every year to like COVID, or not COVID, smoking related deaths. And smoking is 100% driven by capitalism. There's no other incentive to smoke really, other than like if it was there, yeah, sure, many people would smoke it because they're addicted. And you could do the same with crack. You sure could. But that's just one thing, okay? What about fast food? What about junk food? All of the diseases that come from that. What about all of the deaths attributed to let's say the healthcare, the lack of healthcare in this country. What about all of those every single year? It kind of adds up. So if we get to this point where it's like, well, those are just a symptom of capitalism, that's fucking unacceptable. Perhaps we should do something about that. Especially the healthcare thing, because that's really what people need. People need healthcare. There we go. Sorry, I need a little light. Yeah, I'm gonna move on from this because this dude is. I've pretty much taken down everything that I can from him. It's been quite a while since I've gone to the right wing cope, and I was gonna do it on the last stream, but I ended up not, because I'm gonna try and say this right. I think it's Dante or Duante. I'm not 100% sure on how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna say Dante until I get corrected. But the Dante Wright shooting, I didn't know anything about it, and like just happened when I was about to, or it had happened the day prior. So he was tweeting a bunch of stuff on here about it, and I was just like, I really don't want to touch that. So the fact that it gets ignored is Democrats that got disrupted by the CIA because they had socialist leaders that was against corporate interest. Yeah, exactly. The government cracked down on socialists and communists for decades. What do you think McCarthyism was? If you've ever watched Dazed and Confused, they coined the term neo-McCarthyism, but I think they're talking about like the school or some dumb shit like that, and it's the philosophy kids. The one dude that goes up and gets in that pathetic fight and that cries. Now, he did have the balls to go up and like punch that dude, but he did get his ass kicked, so lessons learned. But that term can easily be attributed to, you know, the right's attack on the left. Like they're trying to instill neo-McCarthyism. They're trying to be like, oh, you're a communist. You're a communist. That's a bad thing. It's like, no, I can't go to jail for that political thought. Like, don't try and jail your political enemies, you cunt. Just because I'm a communist doesn't mean I deserve to be beaten down. Just the same as just because you're a fucking, you know, fascist, it doesn't mean you deserve to be beaten down. We can disagree, just neither of us get violent, and we can both go fishing or something. Different sides of the lake. Germany, y'all really need to update your look. Whatever. Yeah. Conservatives. Democrats are running a global pedo cabal. Also conservatives. What is this? There's this string of thing on something on Twitter, like, oh, Europeans posting W's online, and it's like white people posting W's online, black people posting W's online. I think it's just this, like, it's just some right wing bullshit, but like, this girl's 15 and you're 28. Why the fuck are you dating her? Because it's legal in this country. That's pretty fucking gross. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's a certain age gap that's like, you know, socially acceptable, and it doesn't start at, you know, 15. You know what I'm saying? If you're like 80, don't be banging a 15-year-old. I don't get what he was trying to... I bet this dude is pretty mad at the reporter that basically revealed the layout of his entire backyard and details about his house. I'd have to read this, but if he's just talking about the picture, like, it's a standard picture. Yeah, you want to show what he's doing. But no. And this one, yeah, this one's pretty funny. Due to COVID-19, we are asking rioters to work at home and destroy their own stuff. I'll give that one a chuckle. That's actually kind of funny. And committed war crimes against those countries and funded far-right militias. Yeah. Yeah. The U.S. has U.S. kind of has a problem with giving weapons to people that really fucking hate us, so we should kind of stop doing that. Although we do have a lot of weapons, so I don't know. Maybe we should stop producing them for a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not saying we can't stay ahead of the curve. I'm just saying slow down the production. Make things a little more rare. Get some more sparkly Pokemon or whatever. I thought my door was open for something. Enjoy the show, guys. Take care. Everyone stay informed. Stay safe. Yeah, you too, man. Appreciate you coming by and hit me up, and we'll get together, and maybe I'll be on your show at some point. That'd be awesome. Later, dude. Oh, dude. This is so bad. When I die, don't let me vote Democrat. That's so bad. That's so fucking cringe, bro. Please. If anybody buys this, or if you see anybody with something like this, just give them an ugh. Just look at it like, ugh. 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 You're disgusting. You're a ugh. You just look like you smell bad. Yeah, the U.S. has been dumping weapons in the Middle East for grabs. Yeah, no shit. Conservative cell phones. Conservative cell phones. Anyone else notice that the flu was magically cured this year? Ha 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 ha. No, it wasn't. You still should have gotten your flu shot. It's just that everybody was wearing masks and cleaning up, and then, a lot of people didn't get the flu. And then your dumbass probably didn't wear a mask, and a bunch of people around you got COVID because you're an asshole. Alyssa Marie. You twat. Poppy brain. Yeah. It's a good one. I like that insult. There's literally no incentive to become a police officer today. Gangs are going to run the streets again soon. If you haven't begun the process of moving out of Democrat-run inner cities, do so now. This is Candace Owens saying this dumb shit. Roy Wincope says so you agree, an incentive for people to become cops is not facing consequences for abuse of power? Wait, what? Gangs. Yeah. Basically. Yeah, so if you're a cop in a Democrat-run city, you should move out so you can, go and basically abuse your power to the best of your fucking ability, I guess. Oh, this is so cringe, dude. Matt Gaetz. Gatesgate is getting worse by the minute, man. It's just like, oh, dude, that's so creepy. Like, first of all, why, I don't know. Why would you, I guess I can understand if they ask you, and because he's a representative, he's meeting with the people, and it's, after the fact, too. And there might be some people listening, too. But it was a picture of Matt Gaetz, and he says, good lunch table at Pace High School today, and it's him with a bunch of very young ladies, probably no more than 17, I'd say the oldest one is. And yeah, he's got a real creepy fucking weird like smirk on his face. I don't know. And then there's another one that says, so another tweet from him that's like, I say we change Florida's welcome signs to this. And it says, there's no age can't be sexy. Yeah, there is. And it cuts off right about here, like a few years after this, I would say. For me, I don't find anything younger than this fairly attractive. Oh, don't point your gun at a camera. That's not a good thing. This guy's a thug. Let's see what we got. This is John Cardillo. I'm really enjoying these Eggs Benedict, so move along now. Black Brunch, New York City. Wow, aren't you just a big piece of shit? You're just gonna point your gun at people because they're like walking by you while you're eating your fucking Eggs Benedict Arnold, you fucking traitorous piece of shit. Eat my fucking balls. What an asshole. The peak of like irresponsible gun ownership. Pointing your gun at people for no fucking reason. Ugh. I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't think this dude's talking about holding the gun, right wing cope. I think he's talking about, the fact that he kind of looks like a thug. You know what I'm saying? That's what this guy's thinking. So, it's not necessarily about the gun, because anybody can really own a gun. Yeah, Trump 2020. That's fucking sad. If you still have a Trump 2020 sign anywhere in your yard, your flag in your yard, or if you see your neighbors with them, if you still have it, that's sad and you should take it out. But if you see your neighbors with it, you should laugh at them as you drive by. Because I see a lot of that shit. I mentioned a while ago that there's still people with Trump signs that have black duct tape over the Pence part. Still up ever since the fucking insurrection. Let me get my mini DV camera. Yeah. Oh man, mini DV. Damn, that was back in the fucking day, dude. I remember editing that shit on in high school. That was what, 2007, 2008. I have my chapstick over here. I don't. I should. We're from Oregon. We're from Oregon. Or it's a picture of, let's see. It looks like husband and wife, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, which is like way too fucking many. I'm not saying don't have kids. I'm saying there's too many fucking people, so maybe you should limit yourself a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, they're fucking ridiculous. Get over yourselves, guys. It's gonna become the new what is it? The Confederate flag. It's the same exact thing. We're from Oregon. We're the maskless family. We have been 86th and kicked out of multiple stores. Good. Registers turned off on us. Good. Cops called. Good. We will not be intimidated. You're dumb as shit. We pulled our kids from school. Not going to play this game. Pure evil. First of all, you guys are pure evil. You're a bunch of pieces of shit. Second of all, the reason you're doing this is because your kids probably aren't going to get sick. You two could absolutely die. Alright? Not only that, you dumb fucks, but all of your kids going around all of these people and you going into stores with your fucking dipshit, little waterheads running the fuck around. Yeah, they're gonna kill somebody. Grandma Ethel over there trying to buy her orange juice on what little social security she has since the government shut down for the 15th fucking time, thanks to no bipartisan anything, is about to get, coughed on by one of your stupid little fucking idiots that got away from you because you weren't paying attention, because you were fucking around on Twitter. You guys are pure evil. You're the reason we're still in this shit. Wake the fuck up. Fucking assholes. Shit really pisses me off. This trumpet sign ain't about Trump, boy. It's about heritage. Ain't got nothing to do with Trump. Yeah, this Trump sign, this is about my grandpappy fought in the meme war of 2016. You don't even know. He created Pepe. Do you know that? My grandpappy created Pepe. What's your grandfather's name? What? Can't hear you from my lack of hearing due to all the incest. Oh man, I've seen a bunch of people posting this shit. Like, all right, so there is a definite vast difference between the feel of these two things, And anybody that's ever carried like a duty belt, like a duty belt with a weapon, okay? Hold on. My mouth is like super dry. And this is all I have, and it's really cold, so I can't turn the heater off. Look, the Trump campaign weren't even about Trump. It weren't. It was about America. It was about getting drained the swamp. We had to drain the swamp, and that's what Trump wanted to do, but the demon rats, they wouldn't let us do that. They just had to, you know, step in the way with their, you know, pedophile Pelosi. But anyway, so if anybody's ever worn a duty belt with a weapon on it, yeah, there's an absolute, you know where everything is. You know exactly where all of your shit is. You should, because if you're walking around, especially a lot of the time, you're constantly like checking it. You have to check to make sure your stuff's there. You make sure your weapon's there. And especially your weapon, you keep your hand over that thing, because if anybody comes near you and tries to get it, oh boy, are they gonna have a bad fucking day. Like, it's just common sense that you would know where your shit is. And the more I hear about the more evidence comes out about the officer that shot Dante Wright, the less I'm convinced that she actually like made a mistake. Because in the beginning I was like, maybe, yes, I can see how that could happen, but with more history coming out and, you know, the fact that she's so veteran, I don't see that this could happen. What really convinced me in the first place was when seeing the video, she fires and then she's like, oh my, I think she's like, I just shot him. And you can kind of hear in her voice, like, oh shit, I just shot him. So that was kind of what had me, but I'm not 100% convinced. I'm not very many percentages convinced at this point. So we'll see what goes on. And for like the city manager that got fired because he was like, well, she'll get due process. People don't understand. He didn't get fired because he wants her to get due process. He was fired because the question was, is the officer in question going to be removed from the force? And his response was, well, she deserves due process. So it was like, no, you should fire. It was basically saying, hey, this is a very simple yes question. It's a softball. Give it to us. She should be fired, correct? Yeah, she should be fired. There you fucking go. Oh, dude, I did hear about that. Can you send me a link to that? I don't know where I would even find that shit. Because all I heard was it was Deep Fat Fried was talking about. They like glossed over it for a little bit. But oh man, yeah. Oh my god. I think when I heard that, what did I say? I laughed out loud. I was like, ha 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 ha, because I was at work when I heard her say that shit. Oh, that's what I said. I was like, oh yeah, let me write a fucking letter to her. I challenge you to a street fight, Nancy Pelosi. That would be so awesome. How awesome would it be for her to be like, yeah, I'll street fight you, and then just get to fucking just sock her square in the fucking jaw. And watch her face, her glass bones just shatter, and all of her fucking funeral makeup just like fall off and stay in place while her corpse disintegrates backwards into a pile of fucking dust. That would be so amazing. God damn. Yeah, you don't think I'm a real leftist? I fucking hate Nancy Pelosi. I think anybody conservative that listens to this is about to be like, huh? Burr? What? He hates Nancy? Yeah, I fucking hate it. Yes, she is very old and fragile. If she were to run into a strong breeze, I'm sure she would collapse almost instantaneously. And it would be hilarious. And you know what? DC is a windy city, so that's probably why they have the tunnels. It's the Pelosi tunnels under Congress so that she doesn't have to face the wind and almost, disintegrate. Glass Joe Pelosi. Yeah, she's only got one win. Who's the one win? Yeah, I'm not going to watch that video. Yeah, I saw this one. Alright, Ben Shapiro isn't even making an attempt to bootlick a police shooting. You know it's bad. There will be a manslaughter charge coming on this one. Yeah. And that's what came up. It's manslaughter 2, I think. I don't know if there's anything new here. Oh, he's done too. Wow, let's see. Yeah, if owning guns makes you a criminal, the Republican Party must be the biggest crime organization in America. No shit. These people love their guns. I do like guns, but I don't love them that much. The one win is Mike Tyson? For real? Is it? I don't know. I know Huang did a video on that. I don't know if I want to watch this just because of YouTube more. Give me ones in the chat if I should watch this video, because you'll get a live reaction. I haven't seen the army officer getting arrested, and this would actually piss me off more than fucking anything. Not only that, if this were my officer, if he were my, I don't know what rank he is, let's say he's my commander, so we're my commander and I were in the vehicle with him, I'd be defending him, like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? That's my commander, like, get the fuck out of here, he's not doing anything. I would probably get into trouble because that's my fucking commander. You guys are police, we're the military, like, we're not doing anything wrong, you need to fucking fuck off. And I'm not saying the military never does anything wrong, I'm saying, like, there's a certain, you guys are fucking up right now is the main thing that I would say. We got 1-1 from Realize. Follow me. Let's see what this is. I'll give it to the 27. He's a lieutenant. Yeah, hey, that's my platoon platoon leader. No, he doesn't get shot. He gets pepper sprayed. I don't know the whole context of everything, so like I said, we'll be going in hot. I do agree, but this one guy followed me who has Black Lives Matter in his username. I nearly blocked him, but his newsfeed had nothing but anime titties. I followed him back. Political differences aside, I like this content. Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes we can agree on some shit. Sometimes you got some nice anime titties. Sometimes it's, punching Nancy Pelosi in the face until she, explodes into a puff of smoke. Okay, then 1. All right. I've never really watched All Gas No Brakes. I hear it's pretty sweet. I don't want to watch these motherfuckers because they piss me off to no end. I just don't know. Yeah. All right, we'll watch it in a second, but I like this. You can also stop carrying your ID. You're being tracked. Yeah, no shit. You dumbass. It's kind of what that what's his name? That Snowden guy was trying to warn us about, that you fucking called a traitor. All right. Is this just a? Oh, I think this is just a picture. Yeah, it's just a picture. Hold on. All right. Yeah, this is the video. Oh no. I want to see the whole thing. Oh, he got fired. Sweet. Good. No. Alright, the hill. Alright. Weird. I don't know why. Alright, we'll watch this. We'll see what happens in this video. If you guys can...
Get out of the car!
If somebody wants to send me the whole video, yeah.
Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. You made this way more difficult than it had to be if you just complied. Get out of the car.
Dude, do you understand how fucking difficult that is? When one of your senses is taken away, you don't understand how much more difficult literally everything is. If you can't hear, things are far more difficult around you. If you can't see, everything's like a million times more difficult because we rely on sight quite a fucking bit. And he's trying not to get shot too, so he's trying to reach down, and look where he's reaching. He's reaching right where you would have a weapon. So he doesn't understand. He's like scared to reach down and unbuckle himself. Not only that, but he's handling this thing completely professionally. He's like, I'm about to reach down, and is that okay?
For my seatbelt.
Fine. Take your seatbelt off and get out of the car. Straight onto the ground. Straight onto the ground.
Ma'am. Is your commanding officer available?
Down. Let's go.
Is your commanding
Let's
officer
go.
available?
Oh, I was about to say, I thought his for some reason I thought his like foot or his leg like looped through the seatbelt or something.
On the ground.
I was gonna say,
Get on the ground.
Please talk to
Get
me
on the
about
ground
what's
now.
going on.
Get on the ground and you're getting sprayed again. Get on the ground.
Can you please talk to me about what's
Get on
going
the ground. Get on the ground now.
all right. So he says you're getting sprayed again. So who's gonna spray him? My question is if the police officer that's holding him is saying he's gonna spray him, well, he's danger close, because there's something called the hydraulic needle effect, and it's basically when you hold like a high pressure stream up to anything, it acts like a needle. It's the same way they cut steel or any kind of metal with a water jet. So when you pepper spray somebody, you have to be a certain distance back in order to release some of that energy and disperse the chemicals onto somebody's face. If you're this close and you just spray into somebody's eyes, you can actually puncture their eyeball, and with that hydraulic needle effect, and push the pepper spray into their eye and essentially like blind them forever, or have their eye taken out. So who's gonna spray him? I just don't understand, like, what question mark.
Can you please talk to me about what's going on? Can you please talk to me about what's going on?
You're not.
Can you please talk to me about what's going on? Why am I being treated like this? Why?
Because you're not cooperating. Get on the ground.
Why am I being treated like this? This is really messed up. This is really messed up.
Sir, well, just what?
This is fucked up. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. This is fucked up.
That is fucked up. If that, ooh, I can only imagine, like, this is, he would have always outranked me because I was never an officer, but I can imagine that happening to, like, my PL, my platoon leader, or our XO or something like that, because he's a lieutenant. But if that happened to one of my soldiers, because there are a ton of people who outrank him, if that happened to one of my soldiers, I don't even know how. I don't even understand like how I would react. It would be basically all vitriol towards all of the police force, and not only would I demand an apology, but some kind of restitution. In which, I mean, this dude was fired, so obviously that's I would follow up and be like, no, he deserves to not ever work anywhere near a police station ever again, and try and follow up with that. But like, not only that, but the surrounding area. I don't. Let's see. Virginia, Windsor, Virginia, Army officer. Okay, I'm not 100% sure like where the soldier was from, but if there's a close relationship between like his home station or wherever he's stationed and these local police, that reputation, like that working relationship, is gonna be super fucking fractured now, and it's gonna come down to like really diplomatic things between the diplomatic interactions between the higher ups of both the police department and the installation, and it's not going to be a good day for basically anybody. And the military police, and especially the African American, God, I hate fucking saying that. That's a slip. The black soldiers on the black American soldiers that are stationed there are not going to have any trust of the police now either. So it's a huge son of a bitch. Put these fucks into a big tank of pepper spray. Well, during training, you basically get pepper sprayed, and then you have to go through your normal duties. You have to like take down a subject and stuff, and so they're probably used to the pepper spray. I'm not gonna lie, but that would be fucking cool to see him see this fat fuck just fly into a vat of pepper, cayenne pepper, fucking, or like ghost chili. That would be fucking cool. If this guy wasn't a soldier, yeah, pretty much. I could see that. If he wasn't a soldier, I don't think he could. I don't think he would have been let go as easily. But the groundwater has been poisoned. Yeah, basically. I wouldn't say the ground. They didn't necessarily poison the well, but they sure as fuck tainted it. All right. Okay. Time's 6:39. Oh, this dumb racist lady gets arrested. Yada yada yada. Oh, that's stupid. Let's see. I don't know. I'd totally buy this. This is so cool. It's a Chihuahua police dog thin blue line Christian cross flag, and yes, it's as fucking hilarious as you think. We got a thin blue line American flag being pulled back like a curtain by some strong working man white hand, and it's revealing a stoic looking Chihuahua dog that is seated properly, staring up at the blue Christian cross, and it is available for your soul and just about nothing else. Souls only. Let's see. Oh. Well, this kind of explained it for me, because Blaine Hoover, you might like this. Trans men will never be women, and trans women will never be men. Accidentally based. I need a big Chungus flag. That'd be cool. I want to learn how to draw so I can make like ridiculous posters and flags and stuff. Not like big Chungus, but just like the kind of stupid ass flags that some rando would, fly at a protest, that just has a piece of pizza on the ground, just says bummer, something like that. Someone made a point earlier that I was listening to. and it was like a lot of the anti-mask people are also evangelicals, and it's like, oh yeah, I won't be a sheep and put on a mask, and say, you know, take the mark of the beast. It's like, yeah, but isn't the Lord your shepherd, and you are his sheep? So what? so you're already fucking up. Love it. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's important to educate yourself on the things you want to argue about, which is why I always add a little bit of a disclaimer that says, you know, I'm always willing to be corrected if I am wrong. Scheduled this post 2 hours ago, and I think they got banned before this tweet even went out. Yeah, they did. I feel like it went over this. Did I? Let me see. Convicting Derek Chauvin regardless of the evidence just because is no better than the lynching slaves during slavery. Wow. That's you know, murdering people en masse, oftentimes just to send a message, I don't know, is a little bit different than convicting someone for murdering somebody. And it's not just because Steven. I know that wasn't Steven. Ugh. She's so weird looking. God. Wait. I gotta see what this says. This looks funny. It's Caitlin Bennett and... Oh, it's Caitlin Bennett and her husband on... I think it's Grindr, I'm not sure. Or something like that. It's not Tinder. It's something... Whatever. It says couple looking. And it's Caitlin Bennett and her husband. And it says... Do you want to watch my wife poop her pants? is what they set out. Oh, that's fucking hilarious, dude. That's awesome. Such a good troll. She definitely looks like Chunky. Now, I'm not... Okay. Hate me for this if you want, but, like, I don't tend to, like, rag on women's looks, especially because, like, it's a shitty thing to do. But she's a really dumpy ass bitch if you take a look at her. She just sort of, like, I think she's not even out of her 20s, and she's a little, like, saggy and dumpy and bleh. And I'm just like, the problem with that is that she tries to make herself be, like, the perfect, like, all-star wife or whatever, or American wife, and she's just not. She's just, regardless of if you go for personality or intellect or looks or smell or smell, you're probably not going to get a good deal of good wholesomeness, goodness out of Caitlin Bennett. I don't like to body shame either, but she really does look like Chucky. Yeah, she is. She's creepy looking. Oh, can you imagine if she lost, like, a significant amount of weight and, like, she became, like, a super vegan and a librarian? How creepy she would look. Oh man, she would be like that creepy vegan librarian at that library. No shit. No, but, like, if she got, like, super thin and, like, reserved, oh, that would be so weird. Yeah, ugh. Yeah, she does definitely look like she does look like a doll. Maybe that's what it is. She's like plastic. She's just so fake. I mean, everything about her is fake as shit. This is an amazing story, although we haven't been banned or even had tweets again. Yeah, I don't really. I'm bored with that already. Good job, Alex Jones. Sorry about that. I keep breathing on the mic because I don't have a pop guard. Oh, dude. Did anybody see Alex Jones go after that car full of like migrant children? I'm not even kidding. Like, that's exactly what him and his crew did. Like, there's this woman and yeah, I know that, but like, Chucky has a little bit of like sentience and emotion to him. That there's a little bit of something there. Her eyes are empty. Chucky is at least possessed by something. She's just the husk. Wait. Oh god, yes, insane. Holy shit. So basically, Alex Jones goes after this van that has these workers in it that are just transporting people from one place to another because they have to go from one facility that's going to process them to another facility that's going to hold or process them or give them some kind of, like, I don't know, yeast cakes or whatever the fuck they're going to get. And if you think they're getting really good food, they're probably getting the best food that they had in a while. So yeah, they're pretty getting the corpse of Chucky. Yes. I don't really watch. I've seen the first Chucky movie, but that's only because it was on the Big Chuck and Little John show. Throwback to anybody that lives in Ohio. Replaced Ghoulardi, if you guys ever seen that. That is some old school shit. Man, maybe I should do a stream just bringing up old school shit. That'd be cool. Ghoulardi and shit. Fears you hear Alex Jones ass cheek clapping when he comes for you. Yeah, dude. Hearing Alex Jones just go fucking ham, you know, running at me, Tyrannosaurus Rex stomping at me with them ass claps or ass cheeks clapping and them titties bouncing, I would shit my pants and just fucking submit. I would use the diarrhea as lube for him to just fuck my ass. Because that's the only outcome in that situation. There's not much else that you could expect out of that. I want to consider watching the rest though. Yeah, horror is like my least favorite genre. I can dig it when it's really old. Things like Chucky or House or like old Stephen King movies. Things like that, but I can't do new horror because it seems like it's trying to stream nostalgia. That's a stream nostalgia. It's actually, damn, dude. Oh, dude, I'm so taking that stream nostalgia. Fuck, I'm gonna write that one down. Hell yeah, Blaine Hoover. Oh, that's such a good name. Watch super old shit. I wonder if I could even find some Ghoulardi. That would be so cool. I watch most slasher movies as comedies, honestly. Halloween 2018 is the best slasher movie ever made. In hell yeah. Awesome. Fuck yeah, dude. Like, I always appreciate people who give me, like, really good suggestions, and I'll definitely take them, especially if they're free. That's super stream nostalgia. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I hear a lot of people talk about horror as just watching it for the comedy, or just watching it to watch it, or see what the new effects or whatever is going on are, or just to watch it as like an entertainment. It's just purely entertainment. And I feel the same way about specifically Ghost Adventures, because ghost shows and like ghosts in general, I'm just like, it's probably pretty much bullshit. but Ghost Adventures is produced in such a way that it entraps me specifically, and I can watch it, and it's super fucking entertaining all the time for me. But when it comes to, like, any other ghost show, I'm just like, whatever. It's just sort of like, yeah, it's you know, schlocky and overproduced and whatnot. But, what was I saying? As far as, like, horror movies, nah, I'm just not into it. Like, like I said, House or, things from, like, really back in the day. Oh, especially, like, Dead Alive. There's a European name for Dead Alive, if anyone knows that one. Or an alternative name for Dead Alive. Halloween 2018 is a rare case of genuinely excellent film that also happens to be a slasher. The character writing is flawless. Ghost Adventures is hilarious. You probably love Jason Lives. Jason Lives. I think I remember Jason Lives coming out at some point. That sounds like it would be like a really bad but good movie to watch. I should watch more movies, honestly. Like, give me some good movie suggestions, and I will definitely not get to them, unfortunately. But that's, yeah, Halloween 2018. As far as like a good movie that ends up being like a slasher film, I think there's a discernment between like a slasher film and like a horror film. I don't know. Maybe you can sort that one out for me. But yeah, doesn't, like, who plays it's software and really fun. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, I actually know about Reservoir Dogs, but I've never actually seen it. I didn't see Pulp Fiction until I was like 25. No shit. Yeah, it's a fair distinction. Okay, I could dig a slasher film because I think of that less than like a gore horror film. Because when I think of a horror film, I think of something like any offshoot of Saw, and Saw in general. Because Saw was just a fucking horrible. I can't do it. I could dig the like different ways of figuring out different ways to torture people and stuff, but whatever. I'm not gonna. That's just not gonna get into it. But as far as like, maybe I could watch probably Halloween 2018. No, it's all good. Yeah, this is just a fucking rando stream, so anything basically goes. If you guys have any videos or links, one sec, that you want to send them either in the Discord or send them in the chat if you can, and I'll watch it. I don't really. Ooh. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, I was looking at something different. Yeah, send me whatever. It doesn't really matter, and I'll watch it. That kind of goes for basically any stream. Hard agree on Saw. Yeah, Saw is way overrated. The first film had pretty bad acting. I think the first one as like a standalone could work. But it would have to be. I think you would have to like redo it. You'd have to get people who are who are doing it because they love to do it and they're getting paid, not just because they're there and getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Because you can definitely tell when an actor or actress is just like is there to collect a paycheck. Good example is Chevy Chase in Caddyshack 2. His part, he just comes in and he says his lines and he's just like, okay, well, see ya, and just walks off. And they kept that in the film because that film is so fucking bad, and he and everyone else knew it was such a bad concept that they just like basically fucked off, you know? Oh, Cube is a good movie. I'll watch some Cube. I don't know if I saw Cube or Cube 2, Hypercube. I think I saw Cube 2. Yeah, Cube is all done right. That's for fucking sure. Oh, this pathetic ass shit, dude. All right. Okay, I didn't see the Brazzers thing in the bottom. That's fucking hilarious. Never mind. That's awesome. I'm gonna. Do you guys want me to? Should I even go over this? You know who else half-assed their performance? Marlon Brando's last film before his death. Which film was that? Because I would actually have to look that up. I don't know what it is. But I eat raw frogs, Brando. Yeah, don't eat raw frogs. No, don't eat most things raw. If you want raw food, go to sushi. Go to sushi. Sushi is good. It is raw. It will be good in your stomach and in your face and face holes. And then you can bow to your sushi chef and feel cultured. The Score. I've heard of that movie. The Score. Give me the premise of that movie. I'm gonna run the latrine. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about my absence. Let's see. It's a heist movie, yeah. Let's see. I feel like I know that, I feel like I know, like, the poster or something for The Score. Man, my lips are dry because it's, like, super dry in here. Like I said, I can't... I'm low on propane. I'm waiting for that shit to actually get filled, and it's all of a sudden like super cold in my state, and so so I have like the space heater on, and that just pumps out, you know, hot dry air. There we go. Is this it? No. That's not the one. Is that the one? Oops. Marlon Brando. Is that the one? 2001? Brando was mad that he didn't have any food on a fishing trip. Reached over and bit a frog, literally. I'm not making it. Damn, dude. I can dig it. Yeah. Brando, The Score. Let's see. see some images from the score. I know a guy who sells propane accessories. Mentioned him earlier, actually. Yeah, he sounds like a nice guy. A real cool Jack. I gotta watch more King of the Hill to get my references up. I don't think I've seen this movie. It looks a little familiar, but then again, it's a lot of famous people. I've never seen this movie. It looks pretty good. As far as like being on a fishing trip and being hungry, yeah. Oh yeah, I would be pissed if I was like hungry and on a fishing trip. You always bring food. You gotta have food. I made a ton of food yesterday. Let's see. What did I make? Let's check this shit out. So yesterday, 2 batches of chicken. They were boneless, skinless chicken breasts, boneless chicken thighs, and trim the fat off of those. Covered one in avocado oil and cumin, chipotle, cayenne, salt and pepper, and a little bit of garlic, and then put peppers on that with the onions, those red and green bell peppers. And then I did for the other one, I did more a little Italian seasoning with rosemary, oregano, olive oil is Carolina Reaper olive oil that I make. It's fucking awesome. And red and green bell peppers on top with onions, garlic and onion, garlic powder in there. A lot more garlic powder in there. And then I roasted those bitches on the grill next to charcoal for about an hour and a half, and hell to the yes. They're just tender. Pull them apart, you got the peppers in there, and it is just absolutely fucking delicious. If anybody wants to steal that recipe, go ahead. I'm not sure if that even made sense. He was a food addict? Was he? For real? That would be sweet. I can't find it, but there's a video of Brando at the end where all he had to do was smile, but he didn't. So they CGI'd a smile on his face. Send me that shit. I love bad CGI stuff. He refused to smile. All he had to do was smile. I gotta see that, dude. Send that shit to me in the fucking Discord if you haven't already. Oh my goodness gracious. That sounds hilarious. Did you see I was watching Ralph the Movie Maker, and he was going over, I think it was Steven Seagal movie, and it was China Salesman, I think, or something like that. It was just a real bad Steven Seagal movie, but they had a stunt double on a motorcycle driving through some prop city in the middle in the desert or whatever the fuck. And they CGI'd Steven Seagal's nasty old fat ass face into this fucking motorcycle helmet, and it looks so bad. Oh my god. I'm looking it up. Oh man, I really want to see the trumpet fight. I feel like I have I seen trumpet? I've definitely seen trumpet fight. Ooh. Fun story about a trumpet. So, back in 2016, I lived in an apartment, and I lived in kind of like a college area. A lot of people went to the local Case Western down in that area. If anybody knows, it's called Coventry. And I was walking my dog one night, and I just walked him up the road and walked him down, and a lot of these houses were 2 stories, so you had usually one family living below, one family living above, or you had a group of people that were living in this big ass house. And they have these big balconies on these houses. And everybody will sit out there. You'll see people sit out there drinking, smoking weed, having parties, you know, all the time. I'm walking the dog one day, and I can hear from the start of my walk, you know, all the way down the street, there's somebody playing the trumpet. And it's just like, you know, they're just playing notes, and it kind of sounds like they're trying to get a groove or tune their shit. Well, me and the dog are walking along, and we get to the community garden or whatever the hell the thing was, and he's sniffing around all of the lawn leaf bags, and all of a sudden this bright light comes across us, and we're just like, I look over, he looks over, we're like, what the fuck's going on? Well, there's a cop sitting there, and he's shining his spotlight up onto the guy playing the trumpet. And dude's just like looking down, and the cop's just like, hey, are you the one playing that music, playing the trumpet? And the guy's like, oh yeah. Cop goes, could you stop? And that was like the heaviest silence I have ever fucking heard. And I just took the dog, and I just couldn't stop laughing my ass off all the way around the goddamn block until that poor dude is just like, I'm gonna sit out and enjoy the night, and gets fucking jacked on his musical taste by the fucking popo. Oh man, poor trumpet man. You'll be okay one day. I know you. Oh, that was good times. Good fun times. All right. Ooh. Seagull. Steven Seagal movies? No. Steven Seagal net worth? What's Steven Seagal's net worth? Let's look at that up. Let's look at that up. $16 million? Really? That's a significant amount for this fucking fat piece of shit. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, I've seen fat pieces of shit, but this really takes the cake. No, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say, like, I've seen denials. Like, I've gotten shut down hard, you know, sometimes, but I've never had the cops called on me because I was just like, because my hobby was so bad. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Yeah, if you're not catching this live, you're missing out. Steven Seagal's net worth, $16 million. Who'd have fucking thunk it? That's his net worth, not his gross worth. So, Steven Seagal, CGI motorcycle. Let's see. I love watching him do demonstrations for children when it's painfully obvious. They do all the work. He's just like, which works in movies because you add a bunch of shitty sound effects and you move the camera angles around every, you know, second or half second, and it makes it look like there's action. But if you walk up to somebody in a fight and you just start doing this, you're gonna get your ass kicked really fucking quickly. Steven Seagal. Oh my god. Yeah, look. There it is. The bad Steven Seagal motorcycle CGI China. It's not even Chinese salesman. It's China salesman. Just look how bad that is. It doesn't even look like his helmet fits. Get a proper helmet if you're going to wear a motorcycle. And no, that is not Steven Seagal's build. No, Steven Seagal is not muscular. Steven Seagal cannot muscularly ride a motorcycle. He will slovenly lean it over, and and still somehow, like, I don't know, be draped in amazingly beautiful women. I don't get it. I don't understand how this motherfucker still makes money. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking horrible. Oh. Speaking of which, hey, you want to talk about bad CGI? I think I figured something out. The reason a live action like Fantastic Four movie would never really truly work is because of the wait. What's the fucking stretchy guy? Why is Fantastic Four so bad? Who are the Fantastic Four members? That's who I was. Mr. Fantastic. The reason. Oh, what's going on, Chris Davis? How you been, man? Long time no see. I've been waiting for you to fucking pop in once in a while. This random stream has had like the best connection of any of my streams ever. So I'm just gonna kind of keep it going until I guess, I don't know, maybe until I run out of beer or something. Steven Seagal should be hired to play Doctor soon. Oh my god. Steven Seagal as wait, are you saying as the Doctor or as Doctor Who? Doctor Doom. Oh, I was gonna say like a Steven Seagal Doctor Who would be fucking hilarious, dude. Doctor Doom. Who's Doctor Doom? But hold on, let me finish this thought and then I'll look up Doctor Doom. Okay, so the reason a live action Fantastic Four movie would never work is because Mr. Fantastic stretching simply just creates an immediate uncanny valley, and people just can't understand that. People are just unwilling to. It'd be like, whoa, you can't stretch like that. You're not human. And it works when it's in a cartoon or in a comic, or if it's like Elastigirl from The Incredibles, because it's a cartoon. You have that immediate disconnection. But when you try and put that into live action, it just doesn't work. You're creating an uncanny valley with just one of your characters. And if you do that and that person's supposed to be the leader, it's not really going to work out. You're not going to get a cohesion. You're not going to get a cohesive narrative between all of the characters in the mind of the viewer. That's how I see it. Yeah, it's sweet connection. Speaking of connection, I'm actually I got connected. I'm going to get hooked up with a new computer soon. And hopefully tomorrow I get a phone call back. And that'll be on its way within like a week or two. Life's going pretty fucking good. Life's going pretty fucking rad. Oh, I can't do that. Here, hold on 1 second. That's not what I wanted to open up. I definitely don't want to open up Chrome. Like, whew. Hold on. Doctor Doom. I need to get some stock music, and man, what I really need is like I kind of really need like an audio mixer so that I can actually tweak the audio here a little bit better. Hell yeah, I hope it's here soon too. I searched in my my lighting. Doctor Doom. See, Steven Seagal as Doctor Doom. Oh, dude, that would actually be pretty fucking cool. I wouldn't mind that. It would be fucking hilarious because he's a terrible actor, but at the same time, oh yeah, definite. Can you imagine this as Steven Seagal? Have we been to a gay bar before? I have been to a gay bar before. I went with a friend. I think I went with a friend. No. I don't think we actually went to a gay bar. But regardless, gay bars are cool, I guess. I've known gay people. I actually know gay people. Steven Seagal is the Human Torch. Flame on. Just like bursts into flames and then just walks away. Waddles out the door. CGI some muscles. Yeah, ugh, that looks terrible. Don't do this. This is awful. That's kind of cool. This is not. No, don't do. Nah. What was I looking up next? I still got people. Iron Man. No, I've never really gotten into the Marvel like universe or anything, like the watching the movies and like watching WandaVision and stuff like that. I've never really like gotten super deep into that, but I hear they're gonna be doing like the Marvel What If universe, and I'm totally down for that because I'm definitely curious like that. I would love to see the Marvel What If universe, like Red Sun, and I think there's like a evil Captain America or something. Or no, there's a Captain America where he like stays frozen or something like that. Yeah, he stays frozen and like I think like an evil Captain America rises to power, and then real Captain America comes in and he's like, no, you've been betrayed, and this is not the American value. This is fascism, and I'm here to bring back what is right and just and to the Constitution, or whatever the fuck. What is? Oh yeah, dude. I'm actually. Is it Netflix who does that? Who does the Marvel, or is it Hulu? Because I only have Netflix, I think. If I still have it. Well, if my ex still has it. Let me see. There was something I was actually going to look up. There was something I was going to look up. I was going to look up, like, Rheinmetall weapons. Which are, I wanted to see what Rheinmetall has got going on. Wait, Tucker Carlson fucking interview himself? God. Tucker Carlson really needs to be just like gotten off of the air. What if Steven Seagal or Dr. Doom? Yeah, your ratings would plummet. Actually, they would probably skyrocket. Then they would plummet because people would be like, whoa. We need a what if this Steven Seagal thing for a few more months. We gotta milk the shit out of this. Steven Seagal is Doctor Strange, right? He's a doctor. Let's go down let's get through the D's. Okay? Wait, no, that's, yeah. No, that's DC is Fantastic Four, isn't it? There's Doctor Doom. Am I confused? Yeah. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. You're confused. Now I'm like legitimately, I don't know which one's which. I know DC is Detective Comics. I think it's raining outside, which is pretty cool. They have Batman and stuff like that. Which, yeah, Fantastic Four is Marvel, right? I just looked that up. Let's see if we can. Does Baby Yoda have any actual lines in the show? I've never watched The Mandalorian. Like, let me see if I can. Let's see if I can post something real quick. Actually, my phone died. Damn, I don't have any of my firework photography on here. Yes, exactly. Just have him do heavy breathing every time. Instead of like him doing whatever like coos and like looks or whatever that Baby Yoda does, just have him do the Steven Seagal heavy breathing. This is the way. Make like dad noises and shit. I love the Mandalorian. I also love the Mandalorian. Is it I pretty much I'm sold on watching it mainly because I love fucking Boba Fett. But at the same time, I really want to watch it because I'm far enough removed from it that I think that I don't have to have an opinion. So I can actually watch it and be like, oh, this is cool. Baby Yoda. What were those fucking weirdos that I listened to the other day? Those dubious creationist fucks. Action Park. Arthur McMurrow. If nobody's subscribed to the History Guy, you should, because he's fucking sweet. Great listening. They paint his facial hair green because shit. He won't shave like they did. Oh man. Yeah, he definitely wouldn't shave, and they'd be like, so Grogu having a beard is canon now. Whatever, we're Disney. We have enough fuck you money to make that shit up. Damn, what were those? No, it wasn't religion. What were those? Why do you keep asking me about puke? You guys, I think you ask me that every time. How often do I'm not gonna puke yet. I'll puke when I. How about this? I will puke when I get my computer and I start getting like donations. Because I'm not going to start putting up the donation thing when my streams constantly go down all the fucking time. That's just not cool. I'm not providing a quality product. There's nothing anybody should donate to. This should be free for you guys. But if you want to see me, to puke my brains out, yeah, I'll put a donation goal up there that says puke, and you can pay that. Yes, yeah. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, look, whatever file you are, if you want to, file yourself to whatever I do, then it's a capitalist economy. We gotta work through that. You know what I'm saying? So, I will do most things for money. Said the communist. Dirty commie. Oh, that's what I should search. Ametophil. God. Why I am a creationist. Should we go into this? Because I would kind of want to go into this. I'm actually gonna go grab some like real water because all I have is a shitload of like beers around me and shit. So I'm gonna grab a real water. Be right back. Sorry. back. Yes. Yes to the creationists, or to yes to me leaving? Damn, son. Is the stream better when I'm just not talking? It's like telling me, yeah, you got a face for radio, man. Shut up, I already know it. Alright. Why am I creationist? Because you deny like actual science. It's probably the only reason. Sorry, I gotta. There we go. Oh, to the creationists, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, hang on one sec. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Hang on a sec. Yeah, you get to see all my desk. Shit. Sorry. I was trying to get this cord out. It's around my other monitor, so I can't like... It's like super tight if I try to... Thank you. I appreciate that. It's really nice. Honestly, it's like probably one of the best compliments you could give me is to tell me that I'm funny, because honestly, I'm not this extroverted regularly unless I'm like really comfortable with people, and I just happen to be comfortable enough talking to a camera and talking to you guys. Maybe it's just that, it's that not necessarily the anonymity of the internet, but that sort of safety of like, hey, like, you're not gonna punch me in the face through the internet. We don't have punch-a-vision yet. If we did, there would be a lot of voices that would have gotten punched in the fucking face. But yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem, talking, and I don't have a problem ragging on people and trying to make the best jokes and entertain you the way I can. While trying to breathe at the same time.
My name is Steve Austin. I'm a professor of geology at Cedarville University. I teach in the geology program.
Let's look up Cedarville University, because that sounds sus. Now, I've had professors that are like religious. I've had teachers that are religious. I've had leaders that are religious. I'm not saying religious leaders. I'm saying like army leadership and stuff like that. Bosses that have been management that has been religious, but like not. If you're tying your religion in with your academia, then there's where the problem begins, because you have to keep those two things separate. Your religion should have really nothing to do with your research and your academia, because unless it happens to be like theology or something like that, because they don't go hand in hand. There's no science. I mean, there's science in the Bible, but it's like, oh yeah, well, they figured out, they said, oh, well, don't eat shellfish. Well, the person that said don't eat shellfish was talking about don't eat shellfish because it comes from a long way away and it's usually like rancid. Maybe that's why. Don't fucking eat the shellfish ever, because it'll make you sick. Don't lie with a man. Maybe they had like a pandemic going on. They're like, oh shit, like, we gotta stop boning each other. So write it down in this book 150 years later. I don't know. Cedarville. Private university. I fucking knew it. That's why. Cedarville. Exceptional Christian University. Yes. Of course. This is not where you're going to get a geologic education. A geologic education. I have an Instagram. You know what?
And I teach...
Okay. Well, my phone's charging. It wasn't charging before. So I gotta... But yeah, just look up Security Monitor Lizard on Instagram. You'll see my post. You can look at my, the firework photography I did with my Mandalorian figurines. It's pretty fun. I did a little series, and then I kind of stopped it partially because I ran out of light to like shoot it, and then also I ran a lot out of passion to do so. But yeah, definitely check out Security Monitor Lizard on Instagram. You'll see me. You'll see my face and pictures and stuff like that of the stuff that I like to take pictures of. And if you like the firework photography, I'm definitely down to do that. And I'm getting a shitload more light nowadays, so it's a lot easier for me to actually do the things with like a quicker frame rate and stuff like that. Sounds awake. Yeah. Hold on. It's weird because sounds awesome. Yeah. Yeah, check it out. Let me know what you think. Check out your Instagram. What was I gonna say? Shit, now I lost my train of thought. Because you're like, sounds awake. I was like, is that a play on like sounds woke? I don't think I've ever heard anyone on the left really truly use. I'm talking about like, not in like day-to-day life, because I've heard, because I went to college, I was a freshman at almost 30. I was around a bunch of 18-year-olds. So yeah, of course I heard people say like woke and shook and yeet and stuff like that, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm just here to party. I don't know. Or learn something. But I don't think I've ever heard a serious leftist use woke in a serious sense. I think that's pretty much just been phased out, and I think the right is just old people adopting these like outdated slang terms and like attributing them to leftists and be like, oh, we got the woke mob. We got, trying to tell their audience, whoever that may be, that they're, that's the term you should use to demonize them or whatever. When the reality is like most people on the left are just sort of like, yeah, okay, woke means just sort of not being a dick. Being like, oh yeah, maybe I should think about what I'm about to say about trans people, in front of these trans people. Yeah. Oh, maybe that could hurt their feelings. It's quite the awakening. Oh well, I guess I'll move on with my fucking life. Awesome, dude. I will, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, shit, dude. Yeah, my phone's on the way out too. This sucks, dude. It doesn't vibrate anymore. Trust me, I've put it in every orifice, and it just, no matter how much you call it, it's just that cheap T-Mobile ringtone following you around while you try to while you try to plunge it out and end up staining your kitchen. But that's another story for another day. Yeah, I'll check that out. Awesome. Let's see what this dipshit has to say.
Undergraduate students how to identify rocks. That's called petrology. And I also teach a course called sedimentology and stratigraphy. And I take students out in the field. I'm known for my field trips, and I'm known for rather elaborate physical hikes and those kind of things. And but I've been on 6 major continents.
It sounds like he's talking about like taking people out to the woods for an orgy or some shit like that.
I've studied geology now for 50 years, and I'd like to share a little bit about my background as I've come to study and appreciate geology, and come to study and appreciate Genesis's history. When I was 3 or 4 years old, I remember seeing my first geologic map. Okay, and I understood what a map was, and that fascinated me. And the
I mean, this is absolutely like infuriating to hear this guy, considering I actually know a decent amount about geology, and it's something that I do like to learn about, and I do find that I'm actually somewhat passionate about. And to hear this motherfucker go like, oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna tie all of this scientific knowledge into this, shitty little book, and then spout it off to a bunch of students on a field trip and get paid for it. It's absolutely infuriating. And I can't imagine, like,
Colors
I can't imagine how, like,
of a
immunologists and virologists and those and infectious disease specialists, especially people like Dr. Fauci, trying to literally do the best for everybody with all of the power that they have, and you have motherfuckers like this that are just like, no, and a group full of people just be like, okay, yeah, well, he said no, so we're just gonna follow him. Shit, is that infuriating?
logic map representing
WTF, mate. The fuck is going on here? Oh, what's up, dude? If I'd have known you were streaming, I would have stopped by or something. I'm not even subbed to you. Let me sub to you. I don't know what the hell just happened, but yeah, I was watching these dubious fucks.
My name's Steve Austin. I'm a professor.
Yeah, since you're just joining, I honestly didn't plan this shit at all. I just had a decent amount of energy after work, grabbed a bunch of food, took a shower, and went on Discord and was like, hey, if I stream, is anybody gonna really want to watch? And apparently people want to watch, so I just did it. And I've been going because this is the longest my connection has been like this good, so I'm just gonna go until either, I think I said either until I run out of beer or which, yeah, well, maybe not too soon, maybe soon, but or until I just run out of content. But yeah, let me get my phone going, and I'll sub to your channel. Hit me up in Discord if you have your own Discord.
Professor of geology at Cedarville University.
And you and I can
teach in the geology program, and I teach undergraduate students how to identify rocks. That's called petrology. And I also teach a course called sedimentology and stratigraphy.
Sorry, my phone's at like 3%.
And I take students out in the field. I'm known for my
yada.
Interesting. And I remember my dad taking me out to collect rocks. An educational science TV program.
Oh my God, and so boring.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this asshole. I don't want to watch a college lecture on these. Why do they have all of their thumbnails are so misleading? Because I'm thinking these guys are going to be chilling out, hanging around, but no, these are like lectures. I want to see because the video I watched the other day was them actually on site. Oh yeah, this dude fucking sucks. Am I gonna create an OnlyFans? I thought about it. I don't know the economics or mechanics of OnlyFans, so I'd have to learn that. And since I'm still doing that, with YouTube, it's probably not a wise thing to do with selling my body, especially since honestly, if I were going to do an OnlyFans or something like that, I'd have to make sure that is very secret, because you never know when my boss could be like, hey, I don't give a fuck if you're making $4 a month on OnlyFans. Either you quit that shit or you're fucking fired. You know? Or without a link. I'm on mobile. And links don't work. Oh, shit. How do you join the Discord without a link? Oh, man. That's a good question. There you go. Oh, well. Okay. Wait, is that your Discord or my Discord? Let's check it out. Let's see if it's... Let's use Discord. Sex work is work too. What's up, Gorilla? Hell yeah. I mean, whether you're getting your, you know, your dick run raw or your pussy stuffed to the, you know, to the max, you're working. It's work. It's still work. Like and you're getting put in uncomfortable situations you don't want to be put in. I mean, for real. Awesome. Slim, yeah, Slim, good job, man. Thanks, bro. Alright. Wait. Oh, okay, I'm not on... Hold on. Let me check the Discord. What does the Discord say? I swear to God, if it says something weird... Hold on. I don't see anything in the Discord. I'm looking right at it. It's probably just because it's on my computer. Let me do it on my phone. Hell yeah. I don't see what I'm supposed to be looking at. But anyway, yeah. Welcome. Welcome to the security team. If you're on Discord. I honestly don't know what, because I didn't get any notifications. Oh. I just went from 7 to 1 viewers. That's weird. Urchin Quay. Well, apparently I offended everyone. Is Genesis history? No. Whoops. I usually put it under video shares. Oh, okay. Let's see. Video suggestions. What? General. And you have OnlyFans. I have one. You have one? Hey, check out everybody. Check out Chris Davis's OnlyFans. Send him some tips. Still here. Did I don't know. Did I deuce out? Yeah, you're still here. I just think it's I think I had some kind of weird. Okay, yeah. Now it's back to normal. I can't imagine you having OnlyFans. Yeah, my OnlyFans would be pretty bad. I'm a hairy dude. That'd be a very niche market. I'm just saying. Under video share, sorry. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did in Discord, but I didn't get any notifications. Try it again, and we'll go from there. But yeah, if you're in the Discord, welcome to the Discord. It's a fun time. I try to be as engaging as possible. I work during the day, so obviously I can't like get back to people immediately because I have a job to do. So bear with me, but I'll get back and talk to people as much as I can. How's mutualism? I'd have to refresh on mutualism. Does intelligent design exist in nature? Oh my god. What would you do if you had an OnlyFans? Throw up on my cock and then jerk off with it. How about that? Does that work? Demonetized forever. That probably just got me a demonetization ban for fucking ever. I want to watch some spirit science, but I also don't, because I want to watch the Jewish center in the right place. All right. Video suggestions. Huh. Weird. Funny, bro. I'm not sure what's going on with you're sending still very niche. Yeah, I mean, I might need to expand my horizons on that on that front. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Really, I really want to see what you sent me now, cuz okay. This video of fake bones. Here. Are you sending me, Blaine, are you sending me like a video suggestion? Or a link or something? Let me see. What the fuck happened? Whoa, okay. Yeah, we're definitely not going to do that. Hang on a sec, guys. Oh, it's an image. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Video suggestions. Let me see. Okay. Wait, what happened? Okay. Sorry. I clicked the link that you sent and it opened it in the fucking... Whoa, for real? No, I opened the the link that got sent to me and it opened up in the chat. I have no idea why the fuck that happened. But, yeah, let me just... Control C. Let me do this. Paste. There we go. It's on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. For whatever reason, it sent me... It opened it in the chat. That was really weird. Really fucked everything up. My counter is still going at an hour 47, so I don't know if I actually cut out or if it was just the chat. But yeah, now I want to see this image. What is this fucking... Oh my god, that's not a... I got it. Is this the one? Cause it wouldn't let me right click. I don't know what's going on. It's just my computer is a piece of shit. So I figured it out. We had to go a little bit of roundabout. Don't worry about it. We're back. We're moving along. But just because it looks like a bone doesn't mean it's a bone. Rocks take a whole bunch of different shapes, and human brains have this thing where they like to form patterns and identify things, which is why if you look in a mirror in the dark, you start to see like distorted faces because your brain is just trying to make sense of what the fuck's going on. Fake bones, fake boners. Well, we got some fake boners, fake bonologists looking for fake bones. Is this just like...
We discovered a
Oh, I thought this was like a slideshow of...
This is a short bone. Strange
bone,
anatomy
dude.
of a giant creature. Very obviously a bone, fossilized bone, into dolerite rock, and that's the mystery. How these fossils form either
Dolerite?
hornfels or dolerite.
I think what he's trying to say is dolomite, because I don't think dolerite is actually a stone. Then again, Perdoia. Oh yeah, yeah, you're. No, yeah, you're in Slim's Discord, not my Discord. You need to go to the fucking go to the description. There should be a link in the description of the YouTube video. If you're on mobile and it doesn't work, I don't know. Search the security team in Discord. Try that. I had an inkling that you were going to Slim's fucking Discord, but that was slick. Sending people your own Discord in my chat. The Sibian without a motor. Wait. Yeah. So it's an old. Yeah, he does not know what he is speaking of. Hold on. Oh, dolomite. Yeah, dolomite. There is no dolerite. 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 Let's see. Oh, there is dolerite. A dark medium grain igneous rock, typically with ophidic texture, containing plagioclase, pyroxene, and olivine. It typically occurs in dikes and sills. Okay. Okay, let me explain this to you. So, this medium grain igneous rock is not going to be a fossil. An igneous rock is not going to be a fossil. Because a fossil is a mineralized specimen. And if you're talking about like even if, so when something fossilizes, if you have like a shell imprint, and you like break open a stone, you have the shell imprint, you're gonna have something in there, and it's gonna be basically disintegrated. Okay, now if you have a big enough specimen, you're gonna have like the imprints, but you're also going to have the bone or whatever it is itself, and it's gonna be super mineralized. If you have an igneous rock, whatever's in there, unless there's already a cavity that the magma can go into, no, it's not going to create a bone shape or anything like that. And so he's false just basically on the premise of the formation of the rock. My Discord link doesn't work. That sucks. Let me try this. Again, my phone died. Invite members. Let me see. My phone died, so now it's harder to do things. Try this. There you go. Update Discord link. Try that, guys.